Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So this will be Team 10 Predictr.
Good morning, everyone. We're Team 10. For our senior design project, we designed Predictr, which is the e-commerce inventory forecasting model. So today we're living in a world where e-commerce is so ubiquitous in our lives. Whether you're a large retail business or a direct-to-consumer startup, you need a well-designed supply chain to manage your inventory. A poorly designed system could lead you to over or under-order inventory, which could result in significant losses and customer unsatisfaction. So currently, the large retail enterprises are heavily investing in technology to bridge this knowledge gap. So what's the problem that we're trying to solve? Imagine you're an entrepreneur who just had your startup to sell smart gadgets. You're targeting your customers directly through online channels. And on the supply side, you're contracted a third-party company to produce and deliver your products. In order to maximize your sales and efficiency, you also want to make sure there's enough inventory in stock at all times. But you also don't want to order too much at one time. And you also want to take into account of lead time, which is the buffer between the time you put down the order to the time the products arrive on your shelf. Now, there's a variety of data you can collect to help your business, such as historical sales on your products, net promoter scores, spending on advertising on Facebook and Google, or even visits to your websites. However, as a startup, you don't necessarily always have the core competency to understand and analyze all this data. So what do? One way to get around that is to purchase enterprise solutions. But these can be expensive and unnecessarily complicated for your needs.
Great. So looking at the analytics landscape today, large enterprises usually have the financial and human resources to invest in predictive analytics platforms in companies like Oracle or SAP, or even build their own technology in-house. However, for startups and small businesses, they often don't have the money or people to build in these predictive capabilities, so the only tool they have really is Excel, which can lead to inaccurate forecasts that drive up their costs. So with Predictr, we're looking to bridge this gap and expand access to sophisticated predictive analytics. And through our flexible and easy-to-use online tools, startups and SMBs will be able to more accurately forecast their demand to grow their businesses.
So we'll walk through a demonstration. Early this year, we actually partnered with an e-commerce company who was struggling to forecast their demand. They experienced frequent stockouts and had all this information, but didn't know how to forecast proper demand. So we created Predictr, which is an easy-to-use site. As you can see in the top, we created a navigation bar. So there's a tutorial, the dashboard itself where our tool is in, the analyses that we go through, and the My Account features. So you can actually create an account as an entrepreneur or a startup to save your data in your account. So in the features overview, you can see that we go through the methods of analysis we do, membership, the lead time. In analyses, we go through the 4 different types of regressions we do. So linear regression, exponential, seasonal, T-bats, and the best fit option where we actually optimize the regression model for your data. As a member, you can create your own account and save your data to your particular account. And here in the dashboard, we have the file upload instructions and the dashboard itself. So as the small business, you can predict depending on what kind of product you are currently having. So either existing or new, so maybe you want to create a new product and don't know what to do. It factors in lead time and the number of weeks to order. And you can choose a type of analyses you would use. Obviously, we can do a best fit analysis. And here's what the forecast output will look like. So if I inputted, I needed 6 weeks of inventory, it would recommend 7,018 units to order. For new products, it'll look similar to this in terms of you'd upload a new product that you're looking to develop, certain characteristics, and it'll leverage existing characteristics from your previous products to better predict how your new product will do. And so essentially, our design objective was to create a D2C e-commerce tool for these e-commerce companies. We're going to look into reducing inventory inefficiencies and lost sales that are frequently experienced by companies who don't have the resources to invest in proper predictive analytics. And we'll be using prescriptive models to then put the right product in the right place in the right time for your customers. And our tool actually looks into how we can predict your existing models and your new products as well. Looking to the back end, as I mentioned, we do have 4 different types of regressions. And these regressions, exponential, linear, seasonal, and TVATs, go through, and it's pretty much a robust model to cater to all different types of products, all different types of seasonality effects that your company may experience.
So on the front end, we designed our user interface to be simple and efficient for clients to navigate. So for new clients, once they've initially visited our site and are ready to begin forecasting, they can then visit our tutorial, which walks them through the Predictr process, and then register, create an account, and then upload their data and eventually view the results. For existing clients, they can return to our website at any time, upload new data to generate additional product forecasts, or if they already have existing data, view those results again. And so based on these results, clients can then order the recommended number of product units and then repeat this entire process as we did. So here we have some sample results from one product from our partner company's data, looking at exponential, linear, TVATs, and seasonal models. So on the dotted blue lines, you can see the forecast, as well as the 80% and 95% prediction intervals in the dark blue and light blue shaded areas respectively. So to assess our model's predictive accuracy, we use the error statistics that you see on the right-hand side, which is, first one is RMSE, root mean squared error expressed in product units. The second one is MAPE, or mean absolute percent error, expressed as a percentage of product units. And so the way these error statistics are obtained is the data is partitioned into a training period and a validation period. And the model is trained on the training period. And then for the validation period, the model's forecast for this period is tested against the actual data, and that is what generates these error statistics, which we have found to be relatively low, proving the validity of our models that we've been using. So on the dashboard, it'll show the plots that you see on the left, as well as a week-by-week point forecast and the RMSE and the MAPE for each model. Our best fit model is designed to minimize the MAPE across all models, as we feel that a percentage-based accuracy statistic is more valuable to our clients than absolute product units, which is the case with RMSE. However, we do provide both accuracy statistics for the benefit of our clients.
Great. So in designing our final product, we're really focusing on a simple and user-friendly experience, and since not all of our clients are going to be familiar with what Jim just talked about. So we have an in-depth tutorial which walks them through how to onboard as well as navigate our product. They can register an account and store their data for future use, so they don't have to upload their data upon each visit. And then our final product is the dashboard where they can interact with the data and manipulate the inputs. So in considering design alternatives, we considered looking at mobile as well as tablet options, but since they have to upload data, we decided to focus on the desktop use case for now. So in future development, we would expand that to mobile access as potentially mobile upload as well. Also, machine learning models or more advanced models would be helpful. So in conclusion, we're bringing an enterprise solution to startups in a SaaS format to help them replenish inventory, better forecast demand, and optimize growth opportunities.